Teamwork has asked me kind enough to do a thing and explain why did I do the North Pole. Very, very simple. It's just something that I thought I got 3 young, beautiful daughters, and I thought I'd give them something that would inspire them, make them believe if you focus on anything, you can achieve whatever you want in life. The North Pole was just something that came up. I found out about. It was 650 kilometres, 26 days on the ice, and it was cold. You ready? And I just believe that if you put your mind to something, you can do it. It's just no different from martial arts. Yeah, anybody can do it. Yeah, if you like the cold, that is.
Tell us how cold was that?
Okay, I mean, we went. It was the coldest. It was this obviously is April 2013. We went there for 5.5 weeks. We flew into Ottawa, and from Ottawa we went up to Resolute Bay. We did a week's training in Resolute Bay. So we went out for a couple of days and come back and so on, getting used to it, getting equipment. And it's very simple. You just have to keep yourself. You can get in trouble very quickly because it is cold. The average temperature was at -35 to -40 most days. Now the coldness wasn't a real problem, even though it's cold. Just to give you an example, your freezer's -20, so so -35, -40 is cold. I think the coldest that it actually was -47 or 49 one day. But when you add the wind, and the wind is really the killer, because that really is, it can take you up to -65, 69 degrees, and that. So that's where you get the problems, and you can get in problems very, very quickly. But it's the simple things. I mean, people go, "Oh, what's the worst thing or best thing?" You know. The great thing is obviously there's no one round, so you can see the whole horizon and that. For me, one of the highlights of the experience was that one day I saw a rainbow, and this idea that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There isn't one, because I saw beautiful sunshine, and all the way around, 360 degrees, was a rainbow. Never seen that before. And obviously, when we got to Resolute Bay, we were still. It was still dark at night time, but within a week it was 24-hour sunlight. So this is quite nice to see the sun. So even at 3 o'clock in the morning, it was sun and sunshine. And obviously, when you're out on the ice, you can virtually see the curvature of the world, and just see nothing. We were hoping to see some polar bears, but we saw no polar bears at all. So loads of polar bear prints. But one night, one of the teams actually had a polar bear come around its tent. Now, it must have been an intelligent polar bear, because it was the only team that didn't have a gun. So we were quite lucky. So we had a polar bear within a few feet of our tent, but we didn't get to see one because they're quite shy. We did see a couple of seal holes. So we saw some seals from a distance, and of course, as we got close, they went into their hole. That was quite amazing to see. And then we actually saw another sea hole where polar bears obviously killed the seal, and there was just literally blood all around the hole in that. So it was quite interesting. Then we saw some, I think what they call them, caribou, which is like a deer from there. So, but apart from that, I think we saw one bird out there, but it's just cold. It was the coldest it's been for 50 years. So we actually spent 26 days on the ice. We were a team of 12. It was one day it was so cold we couldn't come out of tent. But a blizzard, and tent poles are snapping. Now, if your tent poles are snapping, that's your life vessel, and if that goes away, you can get in trouble real quick, because in 20 minutes you're getting cold. So you're always moving. So as soon as you pack your tent up, you're moving. So you don't get really time to talk to people. And if it's blizzard, you put your head down, you've got the face mask, and you can really feel it. I mean, I got frostbite in my face and here, let the beard grow, and just now, and it's just like 2 weeks after, getting my fingers back on that. But one of the guys, he had to be flown out because he got frostbite in his fingers, so he's thinking of losing it, but hopefully he hasn't lost it, he didn't lose his fingers, so it's okay from that. But yeah, it was a great experience. It was 650 miles. I lost about 15 kilos. The lightest person lost 11 pounds, which is about 3.5 kilos, 4 kilos. He didn't have it to lose, so by the end of the 26th day, he was so hungry. And I actually become the fittest. I was one of the fattest. And so obviously with time, over 26 days, you really see the difference in that, because they're starving. When you're burning 7,000–8,000 calories, and you're eating about 3 or 4. So by the end of the 26 days, you really are losing a lot of weight. And one day was so windy. 2 days we actually got blizzard in. We didn't take tents down. We just stayed in the tents. To give you an example, it's -20 just in the tents at night time, and you're touching your nose to see if your nose is still there. So I had blisters all over my nose and that. And it's just the simple things that become complicated. Like, I mean, everybody asks, you know, going to the toilet, that was the biggest nightmare. Yeah, especially have diarrhea, because it's not diarrhea, it goes solid. And a lot of the conversation is you learn how to go to the toilet. And obviously, if it's just ice, there is nowhere to look. Oh, where can we go and have a shit? Yeah, you're there having it with your friends. So things become very thing. And keeping hygiene, you're not having a bath or shower for 26 days. So you're using baby wipes, but baby wipes, if they're left out, they're frozen, so you haven't put under your armpits. My camera didn't work because it's at -20. Your iPhone don't work, believe it or not. There's no internet, there's no nothing contact with the outside world. And if you do have trouble, you know, it takes 2 or 3 days to get someone to come rescue you. And if they can come and rescue you. So yeah, so it's a great experience from that point of view. And obviously, what I did learn, if you want to put something I learned, is that every day each team was leading, but because you were with people that were like-minded, had goal centred, it was always easier to go along because they dragged you. So we didn't have this concept of quitting. So you surround yourself with people that are winners, that want to do things in life. It's a lot easier than putting people that whinge and moan, because nobody was whinge and moan. We all had injuries, and to be honest, at the end of it, you get to see what's the injury. So someone said, I had frostbite fingers and blisters and the photos, because after 26th day, when we come into the camp and we're in a nice hotel, yeah, and we can all have a shower, and we all took our beards off, we started talking about it, and everybody had maintain their own injuries and that. So nobody wins and say, oh, I have this problem, that problem. I lost a tooth, cracked a tooth. I didn't really suffer from blisters, but I had massive chafing. So on both my legs, literally from chafing from the groin down to my knees on both sides. So it was horrible. But you know, the way to look at it, we would, you know, obviously on the website it said we were doing between 15 and 17 nautical miles. Well, 15 nautical miles, to give you an example, is 30 miles. It's like 25 miles, 22 miles a day. And we're doing it every day, 26 days in a row. So in total, I think we did 650 kilometres, but you've got to count zigzagging, because obviously sometimes you're on the compass, on the GPS, and that's how we got there. So yeah, it was a great experience. Now it's 2 weeks now you're doing this interview, and yeah, I'm thinking of doing the South Pole or Everest next. So yeah, I just need some type of goal. Because, and what people go, what you remember? Well, actually, what you remember is the people you actually meet on these things, and that's more important. And just try and enjoy the journey. But yeah, it was a great experience.
Have you been thinking about give it up?
Give up? No, I never quit. Yeah, I could have thought about there should have been an upgrade, and could we have done this on skidoos? Yeah, but now I have an experience of what the real explorer has done. You'll remember, you know, 200 or 300 people have done this, where you take Everest, 3,000 people have done Everest. So I wanted to do something that fewer people have done and is not too commercial. I mean, there's a few things that obviously take people out. One is the cost of it. 2 is the length of time you need to go and prepare for this, which is 5.5 weeks. And then obviously just the coldness of it. So it took a lot of people out who could have done it. Do you need to? I would say it's not really the fitness you need. 80% of it is mental, and that's the same with anything in life. It's your mental strength and how you handle your injuries and stuff. And like I said, most of my people there, we were a very strong team. The guys I went with, we were actually the oldest team, but actually the strongest team, and we had a lot of fun together. But no, I never think about quitting. I was just looking forward to getting there. Yeah, after 5 days, you know, it's not the 1 day or the 2 days that made it tough, or the 3 days, or the week. It was 2 weeks, but it was 3 weeks. It was 3.5 weeks on the ice. You know, it's the length of time and the continuous. And I just associated with people being in the rat race. You know, going to work in London. My friends saying they work in London, work in the city, and do a normal, regular job. And I think I say, oh, don't you hate that rush hour? And they go, yeah, but you get used to it. I don't want to get used to it. I've experienced it. I can appreciate what these explorers done, but I'm not comparing myself to some of the great explorers. But I have a little feeling of what some of these great men that have gone, these explorers and that. I mean, we had some of the best equipment in today's technology. Can you imagine 50 years ago we were doing this? And I understand now the difference between support and unsupported expeditions. I mean, I thought about the South Pole when someone told me that's 60 days on the ice, and I spent 23 days on the ice. So the only reason I would do that one is purely just because I know I'd come back with a 6-pack.
How did it change your your perspective for your life or for everything. Do you feel like it's a break point that now you?
No, obviously, if you're spending all that time in a tent and you've been unfair, your body adapts and it changes, and so obviously you become more flexible. But you just learn to just enjoy life again. So you don't have any of that bullshit. I don't think I really had that bullshit because I do a lot of martial art training. But yeah, for a lot of people it was tough because they'll see some of them haven't had contact with their family. But if you live in the present, you can enjoy life. So it's been like a kid again. So it's always, for me, what I found is I didn't really need it, but I enjoyed it. Whereas others, they went through some real transformation. And for me, I enjoyed the experience, enjoyed the people I met, and hopefully good things have come from it. And you know, and for me, it was hitting that goal of actually getting there on a certain day. Whereas before, normally I'm just happy-go-lucky if it takes me another week to choose things. So again, it's being around people that are very goal-orientated.
Thank you very much. I have to tell you that I'm really proud of my.
Thank you for your kind words.